Okay, this is time to start the final exam for the Group B. Hello, Bibi.
Hello, teacher.
How's everything? Good?
Yes, I am
Okay,
a
my
little
dear.
nervous. Oh my gosh.
Relax, relax. Okay, so we're going to start. Remember that I'm not going to interrupt and I'm not going to correct you. And feedback is going to be given after the exam, okay?
Okay, teacher. O sea, today
If
or
I have the
on
time
Thursday.
today, but otherwise, maybe tomorrow I'm going to send it.
Okay, teacher.
So this is our first activity, Bibi. Task number one. You have 1 minute and a half to describe the picture. Is that okay? Start.
Okay. Okay, there is a restaurant, maybe cafeteria, and I can see uh, three women and one man. The one man is a bartender, and the first woman is paid for the the bread, maybe, and the first woman pays for the bread for her bread, and okay, I can see refrigerators. I can see different food is bread, and the man wears a t-shirt. Okay. Uh, okay. Brown pants and a white shirt. And the woman wears the first woman wears a blue.
Okay, Bibi, very good. Number two. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. There you go. Talk me about your favorite place for buying groceries. Is that okay?
Okay.
Start.
Okay, my favorite place for buy groceries is in a place called I forget the name. Mm, Lakuti. Lakuti. Lakuti is a shop groceries. Um, mm, it's a bakery. Yes, but but the groceries. Oh my gosh. I prefer the sometimes Olympica, sometimes a, a shop called El. I no, I teacher. I okay, maybe the éxito because the products always is fresh, are fresh. Sorry, are fresh, and uh, sometimes there is a sales, 50% sales is a good for me.
Okay, dear. So we're going to start with number three, which is about 1 minute and a half again. Okay, sorry, 2 minutes. Okay, listen the situation. Some people like to go shopping. Other people like to buy by internet. What do you prefer? Why? Give your opinion and reasons to support it. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
2 minutes, dear, for this. Start now.
Okay, I prefer buy or go no, sorry, to go shopping because the internet I dislike because there is, there is a re, reliable for me because sometimes the is a web in insegura. It's a web unsafe, uh, and sometimes can can you sorry can you can uh, sometimes the robbery for the place is unsafe. Yes, it's unsafe. I prefer go to shopping. I wear the uh, that's no okay. Wear the clothes. Proba- mm, try maybe try the clothes. I can see the clothes in a real time, in a real life, for example. In internet, you can see the different clothes, but when the clothes arrive at your house, it's different.
Okay, dear. So let's continue. Task 4. In this case, you're going to have 1 minute for preparing and 2 minutes of speaking, okay? This is a situation. Your best friend wants to leave home where she lives with her parents. She wants to start living by herself. Explain advantages and disadvantages of living alone. You have 1 minute for preparing and 2 minutes of speaking, okay?
Okay, okay, teacher.
Start the minute for preparing. Okay, Bibi, ready?
Yes, teacher.
2 minutes, start.
Okay. I think the sorry. I think the advantages for my best friend leave her home is of living alone is that she has independence. There is one controlling her time or what uh, what she does. The disadvantages are that if she earns enough, she earn enough in her work, he cannot easily pay the rent, the public service, um, she she has enough money for pay by pay um, her own products, for example, food and oh my gosh, different things. Uh, However, all, all people must be alone one time uh, in another time, and it's a experience that she must live.
Okay, dear. So you're gonna have now the last task, and this is going to be during 2 3 minutes speaking. Okay. Nowadays, cell phones have become a really important item for people. What would be different if we didn't have cell phones? Is that clear for you?
Wait, teacher.
Yes.
Sí, yes.
2 minutes and a half. Start.
Okay. The cell phone is a important tool for all people. But nowadays the people is depend of cell phones every day in all time. For example, when stay in a in a dinner with the family all time, with watch or look that's her cell phone or his cell phone. Es que, profe, es que no entiendo la última. ¿Qué diferencia si nosotros... Ah, ya, sorry. What difference if we didn't have cell phone? Mm, I think that the nowadays are the will be the last part, the past, when the person no there isn't a dependent a cell phone. It the life was very quiet. What the family spend time together. Look face to face, speak face to face, or talk face to face, and no send messages with emoticons. No, the talks will be better, and the people will be better without cell phones, because the all time depend the cell phones or I prefer the I prefer have a Asian cell phone because the technology become that stupid because person stupid. Sometimes. No more teacher. Oh my God.
Okay, Bibi. So thank you so much, and I'm going to send you feedback. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Hello, Sandrita.
Hello, teacher.
Ready, dear?
Yes.
Okay. So remember that I'm not going to give you feedback and I am not going to interrupt you, okay?
This is terrible options.
Okay, so we're going to start with number one, Sandrita.
Okay,
As
teacher.
usual, you're going to describe the picture, okay?
Okay,
So
teacher.
you have 1 minute and a half. 1 minute and a half.
1
Start
minute.
now.
Okay, teacher. Okay, teacher. The picture is the restaurant. The woman paid the barman maybe bread or donuts. Uh, she has bought she has buy the bread for the breakfast with your sons, and the woman is very beautiful. The dress, the clothes is elegant. The woman's one is shirt blue, jacket, bag. Your hair, your hair is black, is white, is black. The other woman is the look at the cupcakes, and maybe she had need the cupcakes for the birthdays of the husbands, and
Very good, Sandrita.
thank you.
Let's continue with part two.
To about our place
Now,
logic.
tell me about your favorite place for buying groceries. Is that clear?
Groceries. I
Yes, like
don't know,
food.
say groceries.
Groceries is similar than food.
Ah, okay, teacher.
Okay? One
Okay.
minute and a half. Start.
Okay. I in the favorite place for the buy groceries is the supermarket for the food in the necessary for my kitchen. For example, pots, beans, risers, oils, and is and I had the I am I am going to the restaurant. I like the Inforno because the food is pasta. I like the pasta. And with my son is going to the movies. He likes buy in the McDonald's because I like the hey, happy box happy. And when my husband going to I know wearing the in imagine here imagine both and the place your favorite groceries is in some way because I like the sandwich. And
Okay, dear. So let's continue to part three. For this situation, you're going to have 2 minutes for speaking. Some people like to go shopping. Other people like to buy by internet. What do you prefer and why? Give your opinion and reasons to support it. Is that clear?
okay, teacher, perfect.
Okay, so let's continue. 2 minutes start now.
Okay, teacher, I am preferred buy for like to go to the shopping because is more relaxed. I am happy with the contact with the different persons, and look at the clothes or the food or the everything in the shopping. And for example, as I buy the clothes, I have the look at the mirror with the dress, like or don't like. And for internet is very difficult because don't I don't look at the the objects or the different things. The in the shopping, going to the shopping is very nice because not only shopping things I enjoy with my son in the place the table, for example, toboggan and pulls the balls, go to the movies.
Okay. Let's continue to task 4. In this, you're going to have 1 minute for preparing and 2 minutes speaking, okay? Listen the situation. Your best friend wants to leave home where she lives with her parents. She wants to start living by herself. Explain advantages and disadvantages of living alone, okay? One
Yes.
minute for preparing, Sandrita, and 2 minutes talking.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Sandrita, ready?
Yes, teacher.
Two
More or
minutes.
less.
Start now.
Okay, teacher. I am first the advantage we start living alone. For my best friends. Okay. First, I I think is very good living alone because is general the independencia. Why you say independencia? Um, she has more responsibility. She she is necessary by your always things, and this disadvantage is the only strain the strain missing on the family, and very fast on my mother, for example, and food of my mother. Uh, uh, um, a disadvantage is she is necessary organize all in the apartments, for example, clothes, pay the factors, clear the house. She is very disordered. It's very difficult living alone. The advantage is uh,
Okay, Sandrita. And finally, we're going to our activity number 5. Listen the situation. Nowadays, cell phones have become a really important item for people. What would be different if we didn't have cell phones? Okay?
uh-uh.
We are going to talk for 2 minutes and 30.
Teacher, I don't know nobody. Nobody.
Nowadays, actualmente.
Okay, nowadays cell phone become a
Cell
really
phones
important
have
item
become
for
important.
people. What be difference if we didn't have telephone?
Okay?
¿Cuál sería la diferencia? Sí. Teacher is why is difference that no
If we didn't have cell
exists
phones.
that no exists in the telephones,
Yeah, that's it.
telephone phones.
Yes,
Okay, teacher.
start.
Okay. I think teacher in the no wait is the telephones is a tools necessary for different activities, but the really bad is the persons take the cell phones with part of the life. Is the cell phone is necessary for the interview, for the party with the family or friends. Is the cell phones is the obligated the people is very only an apathic in the society, and and today I am reading in the newspaper on and when you say article for the teacher learning teaching in periodismo wait, he have talking is very boring for the students because anything pay attention for the class because all the students depends with the cell phones. Um, really the old person is very difficult to relationships with the cell phones because no don't have life. Yes, if you if you lost the telephones because all life is in this this tools. Okay. Yes.
Okay, Sandrita. Thank you so much, dear. Okay, I'm going to
Listo.
send you feedback. If it's possible for me tomorrow or maybe on Friday. Okay.
Teacher, una preguntita. ¿Recibiste el video?
Yes, I got it.
Ok.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, teacher.
Hi.
Hello, girl. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Very good, dear. So please turn on your camera. We're going to start, okay?
Oh no.
So remember that I'm not going to interrupt and I'm going to give you feedback. Okay?
Wait, tan raro. Aquí
Ready?
está. Yeah.
There's an interruption there, so pay attention to that, right?
Okay.
So let's start. Okay, girl. So you have 1 minute and a half for describing this picture. Yes?
Okay.
Please start it.
Okay. The place is kind of a. It's not a restaurant. It's like a supermarket. There is a guy that is standing the a woman a woman that is in the middle 30s, maybe 40s. Um, he's handling her something. Maybe is a product that they serve. I think that maybe he's selling kind of a product of bakery. I don't know. I see some rolls and breads. Maybe she's paying for something that she bought. There are another two women that I think that they are waiting for their turn. I can see some products on the back. The place is very good illuminated, so it's a very fancy place to a very fancy supermarket.
Very good, dear. So let's continue to the second activity. There you go. Tell me about your favorite place for buying groceries.
Um, well, I don't buy groceries at all because my mom is the one that do the shopping. But I like to go to our very near supermarket that is like 1 block away from our home. There are like everything from baggies to candies. I like to go there because uh, there sorry, there is variety in their products. So I know that I can go there and I can find anything that I want. Eh, so that's what I can call my favorite place to go for buying anything. But what I buy most is uh, food like chips and candies and um, sodas, chocolates.
Okay, girls. So number 3, listen the situation. Some people like to go shopping. Other people like to buy by internet. What do you prefer and why? Give your opinion and reasons to support it. Is it clear for you? Okay, so girl, 2 minutes starting now.
Well, I prefer go shopping rather than buy in internet. Well, I'm honest. I never have buy something in internet. It's like kind of the sense of I don't know, it's maybe sometimes not reliable to buy something in internet. You know, you can in the moment when you buy something, um, you don't have the confidence if you go there and touch the product and see for yourself that that product is okay. So always there is a kind of sorry so I prefer to go shopping because you know I kind of old fashioned about it. I like to see for myself what I'm doing. They have the security that this is worth the price that I'm paying, and it's good. Is because when you buy by internet, you only have that security when the product just arrive to your home. I don't know if there are any policy about um, return the products and the money, and I don't know. It's just not for me.
Okay, girl. So let's continue with our task 4. In this case, you're going to have 1 minute for preparing and 2 minutes speaking. Is that okay?
Okay.
So your best friend wants to leave home where she lives with her parents. She wants to start living by herself. Explain advantages and disadvantages of living alone. Okay? Your minute for preparing starts now. Okay, girl, so your time starts now, okay? 2 minutes speaking. Do it.
Okay. Uh, the advantages of go and live for herself can be that she can do anything she wants, like go outside with her friends, and she don't have a specific hour to come back home, so that it means that she don't have to follow rules, like you have to came back to came back home and to an hour, I don't know, to what your mom tells you to do. Um, she can taste the um, independency of adulthood, and I don't know, some these advantages can be obviously the money, because she lose support for her parents. So also she have to fend for herself. She is not going to receive help for her family, for of help of her mother, her father, even she has siblings. So is
Okay, girl. So let's move to the last one, and maybe that's gonna be the longest. Nowadays, cell phones have become a really important item for people. What would be different if we didn't have cell phones? You're going to answer this question during 2 minutes and a half, okay? There you go.
okay. What would be different if we didn't have cell phones? Wow, like everything. Science, from the way we communicate with others, and even the way that we see the world. When I say the way we communicate with others, I mean, I sometimes really feel like the the loneliness of have to communicate through a cell phone. I mean, I don't write letters for others, but it's kind of the feeling that I miss it. It's strange because I feel like we lose something through time, and it was lose the importance and the the cute thing that is dedicate time to write something very special for for someone else. And the way that we see the world, you have a cell phone with you like 24/7. It's like another kind of piece of you. So if you want to do something, you use your cell phone. If you want to look up for something, you use your cell phone. If you want to talk with someone, you use your cell phone. So uh, kind of limit us to live through something. Uh, it's kind of blind us, um, and adjust us just to see through a screen. So everything will be different. Like we we will be more humans. We yeah. One, zero.
Okay, girl, very good. So I'm going to send you feedback if I have the time tomorrow or maybe on Friday, okay? I'm talking to my teacher because, of course, I told her about the videos, the extra videos that you sent in order to improve your grades. And, well, she has an answer, so I'm just waiting for that, okay?
Don't worry, teacher. Don't worry. Just thank you for
Goodbye.
the opportunity.
Okay.
Thank
Have a
you.
wonderful night.
Bye. You too. Bye.
Well, it is time to start the exam with Dayana Carreño, but uh, she hasn't answered my messages, so I don't know what's happening with her. Hello, Dayana. Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay,
And
dear.
you?
Very good. We're going to start, okay?
Okay.
So,
Can you hear me there?
yes, of course. But I can't
Okay.
see you, and remember that you have to turn on your camera.
Okay, give me 1 second. I am starting on my cell phone.
Okay. Okay, there. So, dear, I'm going to start. Remember, I'm not going to interrupt or give you feedback, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to hear you, no more. Okay, so activity number one, you're going to describe the picture. You're going to have 1 minute and a half.
Okay.
Is that okay? Start.
Yes. Okay. Well, in this picture, I can see 4 people, 5 people. I can see the server There are three women. One of them is wearing a suit. She's wearing a black, um yes, a black suit. She's wearing a blue t-shirt, a blue shirt. The server is wearing a white shirt, long sleeve shirt. He's wearing like gray pants. The girl on the right, next to the first girl I talked about, is wearing a white shirt. She has short hair, short blonde hair. She's wearing a ponytail. Uh, the girl with the blue t-shirt has earrings and she has black hair. On the back, I can see like fruits that seems like fruits. And the girl next to the one that is wearing the white shirt is wearing a red shirt with something like scarf. Um, I can see some breads in a dish, and some TVs.
Okay, girl, very good. Number two, you have 1 minute and a half for talking about your favorite place for buying groceries. Start.
Well, that's a good question, but I think that my favorite place is like the supermarket because you can find a lot of things there. You can find all the things for cooking, rice or vegetables, fruits, everything. You can find it in the same place. Um, Also, I like to go to small convenience stores sometimes because they are near my house. The supermarkets are usually really far from me. Uh, However, I don't usually go to buy groceries. I like go shopping once or twice a month, and I buy everything for 15 days or for the whole month. And then I cook every day with what I have in my fridge and what I have in my kitchen. But yeah, I think that the best place for me is the supermarket because you can find like everything in the same place. You have meat, you have sausages, everything that is cold, or vegetables, fruits, fruit. Mm, you can find, like the basic stuff for your cooking. That Yeah, I think that's the reason that I like so much supermarkets.
Very good, dear. So let's continue to this part. Okay, so listen the situation. Some people like to go shopping, other people like to buy by internet. What do you prefer and why? Give your opinion and reasons to support it. Okay?
Well, yeah,
Wait,
no.
I'm gonna add this. Okay.
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't actually like going shopping because when I have to try on some clothes or things, I don't like it. I don't like to buy, like the first thing that fits me. That's the first thing I get. So I prefer going shopping, like actually going, because shopping online is not like kind of my thing because sometimes you don't receive what you want. If that happens when you go shopping, like to the place, now when you're waiting something that you ordered online, that's pretty much more dangerous. So yeah, I don't like it. I prefer going to shop. Eh, um, well, some people buy online and they are lucky. Actually, I ordered one pillow with a bottle, like customized with my name, and that was from Pereira, and it took 3 days to come here, and it actually worked, and it actually came here the size I wanted and the color and the all the style. But that was like one lucky shot because you don't usually receive what you ask for. And when you go shopping, to the place, you can go and return something and ask for a refund. But when you buy online, you're not sure where the place is, and you're not sure if you can get a refund or if they answer your request and return your money or change it for another good. So yeah, that's yeah, those are pretty much my reasons. I prefer going shopping than shopping online. I don't like it. I don't trust the internet and the people behind the laptop.
Okay, well, I didn't I didn't let the alarm to sound. Okay. In here, well, all the students had 1 minute for preparing, but based on your level, we are not going to work with that minute, okay? You're going to speak. So, your friend wants to leave home where she lives with her parents. She wants to start living by herself. Explain advantages and disadvantages of living alone, okay? Is that okay?
Yes.
2 minutes.
Okay, well, let's start talking about the advantages because that's like pretty much what we like. Well, one of the advantages could be that you're going to have more privacy in your house because you're not going to live with other people. Nobody's going to disturb you when you are, I don't know, sleeping or studying or working. Our advantage is that you start spending your money in something that you and only you are going to use or consume or eat. Our advantage could be that, for example, you're not going to have like people to tell you you have to be at this time in bed. Like I will see you at 11 o'clock, and if you're not here, we're gonna close the door. So that's another advantage. However, we have to talk on the advantages, and from my point of view, I think that some of the advantages could be disadvantages could be that now you have to work to pay the rent if that house is not yours, which is very usual. You have to start paying um, the food that you eat every day. You have to start buying all the stuff that you need in your house, all the furniture and everything for the kitchen. And when you're living alone, sometimes you are uh, like homesick. Sometimes you don't like to be alone so much time, which is not my case actually. When I lived alone, I really love it. I really loved it. I felt like I was a rich girl, and all my money actually lasted for the time that I wanted, and the food. And I went out and left things in my fridge, and when I came back, I found them. So those are one of the advantages too.
Okay, very good. So let's continue to the last one. So you're gonna have 2 minutes and a half, sorry. And this is the situation. Nowadays, cell phones have become a really important item for people. What would be different if we didn't have cell phones? Okay?
Okay.
So 2 minutes and a half is starting now.
Well, huh. If we didn't have cell phones, I think life would be more complicated. Eh, in terms of communication with other people that is far from you, because the problems now are that people are more focused on the cell phone and the people that is behind the screen, and they forget to spend time with the people that they have, like next door. So I have a friend, for example, that she's always using the cell phone and talking to people in Bucaramanga or other cities. And I said, like, why don't you, take advantage of the time that you're spending with me, and then when you're alone, you can talk to them. You cannot talk to everybody at the same time. So if people didn't have cell phones, they could also, like go back on time and start writing letters again. I was watching a movie last night about writing letters, and that was so romantic and so cool. So I thought that writing letters would be a good idea without cell phones. I think that people would not be like robots that they are now if they didn't have cell phones. Um, the problems, of course, there are problems if we don't have cell phones, because when we only had telephones, that was very complicated to communicate with others, and you couldn't leave your house because people were not going to find you or localize you if they called you. But as I said, with the cell phones, people have had more access to the information, and sometimes that information is wrong, but people don't care. So I think that the the generation and the problems that Einstein always feared of are happening now. People that don't like to spend time with others and prefer to be behind the screen in a cell phone and checking online, checking the websites, the social networking sites, and sharing information without even checking if that's true or not. And the generation less informed in the period of time we have had.
Okay, Diana, very good. Thank you so much. So I will send you feedback if it is possible for me tomorrow, or otherwise maybe on Friday. Okay?
Okay.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Good
See you.
dream. Hello, Lisette. How are you?
Teacher.
Okay, it's okay. I'm hearing you. Okay, dear. So we're going to start. Remember that I'm not going to give you feedback or interrupt you. Yes, only maybe tomorrow, if it's possible for me, or on Friday, I'm going to send you the feedback.
Okay.
So let's start. There you go. In here. So 1 minute and a half for describing this picture. Okay, girl?
Okay, teacher, show me the picture.
Start.
Again, the picture, I can see a man who is offering him something like a breakfast to a woman who is standing from a restaurant, and she is asking for food. He could be like a cook or a chef, and he is offering the food that he has in the restaurant on the table. And so the man he's wearing a pair of jeans and a big shirt and laces, and the man is heavyweight, and in front of next to the girl there is a man which has long blonde hair, and she's looking to another side. Could be she's looking for some fruits and orange. She's looking several foods in order to buy one. The girl who is receiving the bread, she looks like happy because she feels comfortable with the food that she's buying, and also she feels at will with each one of the stuff that are on the table. And on the other side, I can see many a stand with different kind of food, could be soup, fish, red, orange, and stuff like that. And also, she feels really at will with the budget she's selling.
Okay, dear. Very good. Let's continue to number two. You're going to talk me about your favorite place for buying groceries. It's okay?
Okay.
Start.
Okay, my favorite place to buy groceries is the supermarket, because there are especially kind of store and grocery store, but I find a supermarket at the varieties of several groceries could be like a candies, like a plums, and other stuff that I really enjoy too much. And to my mind, when I was a child, I used to buy this kind of groceries at the supermarket and also at the candy store, but it was really grateful and amazing because I went with my friends to buy groceries, and so it was really an amazing experience. But now it's really natural to find whatever kind of groceries you want in the supermarket. It could be in a Walmart, and it could be in a big place because there are different things to choose, and also you can marry and join just with one groceries. Just not could be different, no. On the other hand, it's really important to point out that there are import groceries from different countries. For example, it's not the same to taste candy from United States that candies made in Colombia. Yeah, there are two different ways, and because the ingredients are two different, and the taste is different, totally different. But for that reason, I consider the buying groceries in my childhood was one of the most important hobbies that I had.
Okay, girl, very good. So let's continue to task three. You're going to have now 2 minutes for speaking about this situation. Some people like to go shopping. Other people like to buy by internet. What do you prefer and why? Give your opinion and reasons to support it.
Um, well, I think that it's dependent on the situation. For example, I'm a busy people. I keep busy all the time because of my job. I don't have time to go to the shopping mall to buy something special for my family, neither my friends. So I consider that is really interesting to buy by internet. We can find on internet different page who's a friend, which is offering several things. Is for example, we have Amazon, Walmart, and an online section. You can buy whatever you want. But in my humble opinion, I think that go shopping could be more, could be, yeah, could be enjoy and fun at the same time. buying by internet. For example, you can get stressful, you are overwhelmed, you are upset, and you want to enjoy yourself with your friends. You can walk down and you can go to the shopping mall to buy something special for your family. Yeah. For example, I have the opportunity 2 days ago to buy a shoes. Paso Elegante shoes is at a shoes store, and it wasn't a wonderful experience because it's not the same when you buy with your friends. You can talk whatever topic you want, you can share whatever things you want, and at the same time you can choose with your friends and you can ask them about your opinion. It's not the same when you buy by internet, because by internet you just buy something, it's closed, you pay with a credit card, and that's all. Yeah, I really feel that buying by internet is not an interesting experience for me. I prefer buying by going by the shopping mall rather than by internet. That's depending on the situation that every single person has. But in my case, I'm a busy person, but I would like to my day for and go by to the shopping.
Okay, dear, very good. So this support activity for all of the students, they have 1 minute for preparing and 2 minutes speaking. But
Yes,
based
teacher.
on your level, you are not going to have this minute, okay?
Okay, teacher, repeat again. I didn't understand because it was cutting the connection.
Okay. Well, the thing is that all the classmates you have,
Yeah.
they had 1 minute for preparing and 2 minutes speaking. But Diana and you are not going to have the minute. Yes?
Why?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you are the high achievers of the group, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so your best friend wants to leave home where she lives with her parents. She wants to start living by herself. Explain advantages and disadvantages of living alone. Okay?
Okay.
2 minutes.
Okay, I think one of the advantages you have when you are living alone is that you get independent. Yeah, you are not free, but you get independent. You get responsible and commitment with every single essence you purpose in your mind, in your health, and your spiritual life. For example, I got independence when I was around 20 years when I got married with my husband, and I was in a wonderful experience because I could pay my own rent, I could pay my own services, and I start to work as much as possible because I have a deeply need. It's not the same when you depend with your family that you know that you have your parents and your parents supplies or your requirement are two different things. One of these advantages could be that, if, for example, when you go to live to another country and your parents don't live with you in the same country, and you are going sometimes you are going to feel down, you're going to feel alone because you don't find anyone who's supporting the difficult moment. That's the only disadvantage I can tell you. But living alone is one of the most wonderful experience you could ever imagine. For example, I mean, in my case, when I was living with my parents, was great because we were around four brothers and I was the only girl. And I am the oldest, by the way, but it was grateful because my father taught me to be a responsible person, to be disciplined, and to be responsible with my job, with my tasks, with every single thing that I have in my own house. And that is going to encourage you to move forward because when you go out of the world, when you're going to face the world, you aren't going to be alone because you have put in practice the older stuff before. And it was great for me because I didn't put some stamina block in my wall because it was really great for me. And so I have around 4 years living alone.
Okay, dear, very good. And let's
Great.
go to the last one. In this case, you're gonna have 2 minutes and a half for answering the following question. Nowadays, cell phones have become a really important item for people. What would be different if we didn't have cell phones?
Okay,
You
today,
gotta-
okay. For me today, technologies, especially cell phones, computer, laptop, and other items, could be a fundamental pillar in order to could be recognized as a mission of education in our society and communication as well. But it's really important to point out that nowadays cell phones have um, has spread and has coverage and a good place in our home. For example, there are disadvantages and advantages. For example, first one is because this allows communication easier, and disadvantages could be that if you don't take the control about phones, can be damaged for you. For example, in family relationships, and in your job. In addition, is really important to recognize that if we didn't have this kind of cell phone, our life could be different because the communication could be so hard, too hard. And nowadays with WhatsApp, social network, and social media like Facebook, Instagram, Hi-Fi, and other social media, cell phones has facilitated communication because you can go to you can move to another part in order to communicate to the people what do you really want to mean. So it's really easier now to write down or write something like an email or to leave a message in which we can explain what we want to mean. Yes. And so if we don't use phones in this century, it's because we don't really want to use it. But cell phone is really useful, and nowadays we are in technology areas, and our world is globalizing every single year. Yeah. With these capitalism systems, we need to recognize that technologies has become a fundamental pillar in our society, and it's really important to use phone not only for our personal stuff. It's because of we need it for our children to keep in contact with our homies, people, and whatever kind of person we have around the world. And also, we need to keep in touch with our family member and with our coworkers or the person that we have in our job. Yeah, and so that's really cell phone has a big impact in our society nowadays.
Okay, dear, very good. It was pretty nice. So I'm going to send you feedback, and that's all for today. Okay?
Do you see my videos? You
Yep,
share?
of course. I have
Okay.
them.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for
Goodbye,
everything.
dear. Have a
Bye.
wonderful. Goodbye.